I'm Natasha. I'm the co-owner of Keepit. It's the leading pet care platform in Greece, and we are now expanding to Cyprus. Long before I started my entrepreneurial journey, I have been a journalist for over 15 years. Through journalism, I have worked for many different media, online, radio, TV, and print, of course. My most important accomplishment, I would say, as a journalist, is being in the team of Dragons Den Greece, which came in Greece by the executive producer, Sakis Tanimanidis, who is also the presenter. So I had the chance to review over 2,000 applications of startups participating in the show, and also the opportunity to work with over 230 teams that actually got to appear in front of the investors. So through my role for the second season as editor-in-chief and for the third season that is being broadcast right now as casting director, I had the chance to observe some of the common mistakes and some things that actually work in a pitch. So if someone is interested to present in a show like this, Dragons Den Greece, for example, because we also accept applications from Cyprus, or another pitching competition like this one with live audience, I think it's important to take the following key takeaways. So basically, you should always take into account the audience in an event like this. That's not a typical event where, that's not a typical deal-making agreement where you meet the investor behind closed doors. So you need to also address the audience, be to the point, be approachable, and be as concise as possible to convey the idea and what your product does and the value you can bring both for the investor but for the audience. Don't forget that the audience can become your future customers. So ignore financial advisors and relatives. So what do I mean by this? Sometimes when someone gets the chance to appear in a show like this, because we also invite people in the show, we reach out to entrepreneurs in order to participate, maybe the circle of the entrepreneur is biased. Maybe they think that it's just a waste of time, but the publicity you get with a show like this, it's incomparable to no other kind of publicity base, basically. We have estimated that over 80,000 euro worth is the appearance on TV in prime time on Antenna TV. So, some people think that they can move the audience or the investors with their personal story because they take the television aspect also in mind. But again, you need to remember that this is an entrepreneurial show in a business setup. So it's important to focus on your numbers and your scalability and your profitability like you would do in any pitching competition. If you have an environmental or social cause in your core of your startup, it's important to not oversell this and focus only on your mission. It's important to pay attention to your numbers and prove to the investors and to the audience that you can actually make money. That applies to both the investors and the production team. So every investor wants to build on a partnership, so they need a person that is easy to work with and that can, actually, it's like a marriage, so you need to have the same vibe with your investor. And also, another tip that concerns directly the startups that are interested in applying the show, if you are easy to work with, likable, and easy to follow directions, it's more possible to get tips and guidance from the production team in order to perform better. So it's important to follow the given time frame whenever you're pitching. So we had like 5 minutes of pitching today. In Dragon's Den, we have 1.5 minutes. Some startups think that if they extend the time, they will gain more trust, or they will convince the audience or the investors more easily. That's not the case, because in the same day as today, they get pitched by 7 startups. So that's a lot of information, and you need to stick to the time limit. So stick to short sentences. That's also more easy to get your point across, but also it's easier to edit. So think also of the editing process that comes after the shooting process. Don't interrupt. So basically, if you talk over the investors and try to interrupt them all the time, that doesn't work. It's bad TV. But also, you can come off as rude. So if you have studied the investors in advance, you may have an inclination on who works better for you. But don't fixate on him. You need to be open to expand all possible partnerships that may come out of a pitch to multiple investors. Don't be too generic, in your market size, or too ambitious. So investors are used to hearing really big numbers in terms of market sizes. I think it's important to be as precise as possible, as to the point as possible regarding your market size. Even if there is a niche market that you need to hit, the investors will appreciate that you're very to the point and not just putting really big, unrealistic numbers out there. So the valuation is always the case. We saw that also today. It's important to not over-evaluate your company, because it's never about how much money you need in order to expand. It's always about the money that your business worth right now and that can make in the future. So that's obvious, but you need to know your numbers. You need to have every answer to every possible question asked by the investors. So, for example, saying something like, I don't know my customer acquisition cost, is not acceptable in a setup like this. You should study the investors in advance, so you can look into what they typically invest in, what is their business background, even which is their origin, because you may find some common things to connect to and convince them more easily. The investor is not your employee. So many times, startups come into the show, and in competitions I have watched live, that ask for the investor a percentage of the clients or the sales he will make for them. So that doesn't work for an investor. Obviously, he will get a percentage out of the whole company, and not only for the expansion that he will bring, like being a salesperson for you. The publicity is the most important factor of a show like this, if we're talking about the appearance in Greek Dragon's Den. But I would say it's important to be smart and always look for strategic partnerships in the panel of investors. So every one of the investors in the Greek show, but also here, have an important network of contacts that could maybe open a door for you. So focus on this, and if you get publicity out of this, it's amazing. But if you get an important access to a potential profitable business, that's amazing. I mean, that's even greater. So don't make up excuses for your performance. So basically, when you are in a show like this, or in this kind of event, you will get some critique about your business that you may agree or not agree on. However, don't be quick to dismiss everything and just follow in your own path. Out of the 10, I would say, startups that pitch in the show, the ones out of the 10 that get rejected in the show, I would say that 8 of them, 8 out of 10, made a serious mistake or multiple mistakes. So you should take the feedback into account and maybe better something for the next time you're pitching to investors. So that is all from me. Thank you for your time. And thank you, the whole team of Unity Growth, for having me and getting the chance to do here what I do behind the scenes with the teams I'm working for TV.